And on that picture you can see the frontal lobe,
Yes, ma'am.
parietal lobe, the temporal one, and occipital one. And here is invisible the insula. Insula located in the deepness of lateral fissure. It's surrounded by the frontal, parietal, and temporal lobes, and this margin called operculum. The insula surrounded by circuit groove from other lobes. In the midline, it has a central groove, anteriorly 3 short gyri, posteriorly 2 long gyri. Who can tell me which function of that lobe, insula? Which function?
Language?
Ma'am, cochlear related to balance. Speech.
Insula.
Balance.
Insula.
Balance.
And
Insula, not temporal.
Vision.
Our motivation. Our motivation. Also, that part of the brain let us understood who we are. That we are human with all our, yes, exactly that function of the cortex. In the frontal lobe, here we had the precentral gyri. That is a primary motor centers. The upper part responds for the innervation of lower extremity, then upper extremity, trunk, head, and tongue. If we had the stroke here, your patient will have paralyzing of lower extremity. If, for example, here it will be trunk or the head. Back of it we had post-central gyri. Here locate the cortical centers of skinny sensory. It's sensory gyri from the skin, temperature, tactile, and also the painful. It's also post-central gyri. In that picture we see 4 nuclei, 2 of them in frontal lobe, and 2 of them from the inferior parietal lobule is angular gyri, and in the posterior side of superior temporal gyri. All of them response for the speech, for the language actually. The lower one response for the talking, for speech, upper one for the writing. For writing, we need motor centers of language and visual centers of speech or language. If we had problem in motor nuclei, the patient can read but can't write. His handwriting will be not very well. He will understand what he want to write, but it will be damaging, but you can understand his word. If damaging of that sentence, your patient don't understand the writing language, he can't read. If he wish to write something, he will write like line, and you can't understand even what he want to tell us. Another 2 centers for speaking, for talking. Also 2 nuclei, motor center and hearing center. Motor center damaging. The patient will understand you, but he can't pronounce something. He sounds like but without sound. If he has problem here, he can talk, but without understanding. He will not understand what you talk for him. You will tell him, hello, he will say, the sky is blue. He don't understand. So, the yellow color, the language area. Parietal lobe. Here we had intraparietal groove, and it's divided to the superior and inferior parietal lobule. Superiorly locate the centers of stereognosy. What is it, stereognosy? What is it? Centers of stereognosy. It means if you will close your eyes, and I will give you my key, you will touch it, and you will understand that is the key. So that is the stereognosy. Right hemisphere responds for the left hand, and left hemisphere for the right hand. The lower parietal lobule. Here we had centers of language, speech, visual centers of speech, and also centers of praxis. What is it, a praxis center? Who knew? You know, look, we had the imaging here. First of all, this center responds for the some action or some movement which we got due our postnatal ontogenesis. For example, how to show the air kisses. Yes? How to smoke. Burn the fire, burn the cigarette, and smoke. But if you had problem here, you will tell patient, can you show us how to smoke? You will give him the wood stick, you will give him the box for fire, you will give him the cigarette. Your patient will take the cigarette, make like burn 5 movement, take the wood stick and smoke. Or you will ask him, can you give me kisses, air kisses? He will tell, it's wrong.
Problem in association.
Maybe reverse, or maybe just mixed. So, all of that is praxis. Clear? Next center is superior temporal gyri. Here located in the middle of the gyri located centers of hearing. Under it locates the statokinetic centers. Statokinetic in the middle part of medial and inferior temporal gyri. That centers is vestibular apparatus. If you had problem here, the patient can't control coordination of his movement. If you had problem here, he will tell you, hello. He will say my name or even don't turn at you because he didn't hear you. The visual centers. Visual centers locate near with calcarine groove in the cuneate gyri and lingual gyri. Cuneus and lingual gyri. If you had stroke in that area or you see like patient falling down and kick his head in occipital area, he can, when he wake up, he will say, turn on the light. I can't see nothing. Everything will be black. But we also had centers of vision. It's also occipital lobe. And that center, your patient will see you, but he can't recognize you. He can't understand, and he thinks that, oh, I knew what is it, but can't. It's exactly visual analyzer. So, and last is parahippocampal gyri and uncus. Here locate centers of taste and also smell. If you have the problem here, some stroke, some blood in that area, or maybe tumor, your patient will feel strange taste. He can eat orange, but he feels that he eats sausage. Maybe it's better because orange is cheaper than sausage. But sometimes when he eats sausage, he feels very good if he feels cucumber. But he can, I don't know, dirty sock. I don't know, I don't try this sock, but I think it's not very tasty. Or he can feel some smell which is not a pear. He said, something, I don't know, I feel that someone smoke, but it's not happening. So that is centers of smelling and taste. Stop the recorder.
Yes.